So some of the first things you'll need, of course you'll need your powered amp right there. First off, you're gonna wanna start by disconnecting your negative terminal from your battery, and just to make sure everything's safe. Now we're gonna need to find a way to get the power cable through the firewall, and right there, we're just gonna go through that because I have an alarm system, and the alarm dealership or alarm store, they went through that as well, so I was gonna go through that. You're just gonna have to get through some insulation on the other side. Also, since I'm trying to get to that sector down there, it'll be easier just to move your air cooler. So just the 2 bolts on both sides. Right there. Also, you want to remove your blow-off valve. Screw, and then you can just wiggle this part off. Also remove that screw right there, just so you can release this line. Just that screw. Remove that, just loosen that up right there, the little screw. And have that, and this is all disconnected. And you should be good. Next, you just want to strip your wire, then add a butt connector right there, and then add a red terminal at the end, and then feed it through your firewall wire. Just as a guide, and you can go inside your car and then see where it ends up. So that's where you end up with. And you just go under your foot pedal, and you'll see my cable fit through. And it's right here. And you just want to feed this. Next, you just want to clean it up and put it along the side here. You want to lift all this trim up and put it along here, all the way back into the trunk. To remove the first part of the trim, so remove this screw right here. And this you just lift up, and it goes through there. And just slowly push it through, like that. All the way down until your trunk. Once you're back here, you do the same thing. You just kind of push it under to the side edging right there. All the way down here. And up around here into the back of your trunk. And to go to the back of your trunk, you can just feed it to the back seat right here, through the center. And I'll show you that. Next, you just want to remove the bottom of your seat. And all you need to do is remove these 2 right here. 1. And 2 over there. Right over there. And just makes it a little, save some wire. So after your seats are up, you just want to pass through the wire down there and go up to there and go out of your trunk into your trunk. And just put back your seat in. Just leave your seat out. Actually, sorry. You're going to want to probably pass through wires on the other side from your head unit or your radio, so just leave the seats out for now. After that, you just want to put this split tubing over your wire before your firewall, so just all the way to your battery. Once you're done with that, clipping all this. Later we'll mess with this and put a fuse here, but for now you can put everything back in that's in your engine. You're done with your firewall, you're done with anything in the engine bay besides the fuse holder and connecting your battery. So just put everything back the way you did it. Put the intercooler back on. Next, you want to remove your speaker and run your RCA cables through, and I'll show you how to do that. Aftermarket head unit will be different, but just look in the back and just look for your RCA subwoofer outputs. So now what we're going to do is crimp this together and crimp it to this remote wire from my aftermarket radio. Right there is this remote, and just crimp it to the end of that. Next, you just want to remove your trim piece right here, so you can feed all the wires in the back and then run it down to your thing, and then down the side again right here, all the way down, all the way back to the trunk. Just see the stuffing as you go along, same thing as on the other side, till you get back to the trunk or wherever you want your amp to be. So this is what you should have in your trunk. your ground wire, and this end will go into your amp, RCA cable, remote cable, and your power cable. And depending what kind of amp you have, you just want to secure the feed in. Just right there, so it just stands up in place. And the remote, you also want to do the same thing. Just feed the cable along this side also, on the passenger side, and just mount it wherever you want. Comes with some phone cable in the package, and that's pretty much it. Alright, now with everything connected, you just want to cut your battery cable. Cut off a little corner like that from your power cable. Connect it to one side, and the other side connect the other side of the power cable, and I'll show you when I'm done. So when you're done, it should look like this, and you just connect that terminal to the positive side of your battery. So there's a fuse, and make sure you just keep it nice and short right here, that section, because whatever is before the fuse is not protected. So try to keep that as short as you can. So now just put on your good bass song and just test it out.